And there's a difference between being a nice person and a pushover. And sometimes it's just saying no. So first, video with the mic. Okay, my videos always have to start with the music. And my music today is, I'm starting with a man in the mirror. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so simple video. This is a self-love video. And this is actually an answer to a video that I saw a couple of weeks ago from Saving with Michelle. So hi Michelle, happy birthday, because I know that you say that your birthday was on the 5th of May like my daddy, but my daddy is actually way older than you. And my mama's birthday is actually the next day. So a lot of people in my family were born in May. So happy birthday. She made a video a couple of weeks ago calling it Just Sad. So the video comes out, it's going viral. I don't have time to watch it. I put it back somewhere. And a couple of days after that, I want to watch it. A big part of my life right now is about, me being a better person, mentally, emotionally, physically, and obviously money-wise, financially. So I see this video, I want to watch it. Every time I see a video like this of people being sad or people being, searching, I've been searching my soul tonight, kind of video, I want to watch it because I always learn so much from these kind of videos, so much. So I watched the video and I'm going to link it down below and you can go watch it. So she did after that an update to the video. So in the first video, she was just saying that she feels sad. She feels like she does a lot. She has a beautiful family. We're not here to criticize the family at all, because by the way, when people actually put their videos out there, I always say that it helps all of us. I actually came from far myself. I'll make a video about about the YouTubers that I've watched to actually, help me out, like what I've watched. Because for people who do not know, I went through a house fire with my mom and my dad 3 years ago, 2023, and I'm still rebuilding. And it's really hard because we were left with whatever we were wearing. If you've been here before, you know what I'm talking about. So I am still, very, very much not a lot of clothes, not a lot of things. Gotta work, gotta eat. So the house, gotta rebuild the house. This is the house that we're building to retire in. So after 5 years of being here, we lose the house. So I can understand just being sad a lot about a lot of things. So she stated that she's sad because, she feels like she takes a lot on her shoulders. She feels like she has grown kids that, some of them are in the house, but, she's stressed about money because her channel is mostly, money, finance, how she's saving money in case of, we all do that. I actually have a money channel. I will also put it down below. You can go and check it. You will see my budgets and everything and what I actually do to try to, keep myself together a little bit, although I do have a business. She stated a lot of things, like how she feels a little bit alone in the midst of all this, she's with her family, but she feels like she's taking a lot, which is something that I actually went through. And when the fire actually burned down, I'm the eldest. So I have 2 little siblings. I have a lot of cousins. I've always put a lot of things on my shoulder because, protecting younger ones and everything. I understand. Protecting my parents, I understand. Actually, this is why I'm here in this country, because when they decided to move here, I was living in South Africa at the time. And I was like, I don't really want them to be here by themselves because, there are too many people that believe that when you leave abroad, you come back, they can always come back and tell you, can you help me with this and that and this? And I was like, I need to be like the security guard of these people. So I came in and we started a business, it failed, blah, blah, blah. But it's very weird because you're not the grown-up really, you're not the child really, you're not the eldest really, and you are just hustling. And the house burns down. I am hustling to rebuild that house. It's my dream to rebuild that house because our parents actually stopped building the house. They took 20 years to build that house. They took time to build that house because we were studying and they paid for our studies. My sister is even the first woman pilot of the country. Sometimes I just feel sad because I'm trying to really rebuild this house. My siblings are one to be married, one married, and I feel like they don't care as much as I care, and we are so my neighbor is a bit shh now. And you feel a lot of things, I work, I have my own business, but I'm the one stressing. I stress a lot. I feel like, you're trying here, there. You feel like you have all this on your shoulders. And sometimes because you do that, everybody expects you to do that. Like this young lady, Michelle. She's actually older than me. She said that she turned 45. I am 41. Older sister, my bad. So you have people who are just doing this and they realize that, well, if I don't do it, somebody else is doing this. And that happens a lot. You do it from the bottom of your heart and people just assume that you're going to do it. Everybody's human. Michelle is she seems to be a great person. She cares. She obviously cares about her family. When you're doing all the time, it's because you don't want that weight to actually be on the kids and the family members, loved ones, and everything that comes with it. So it's understandable what she's doing. But I've realized something. Once you can't take it anymore, or you think that people are taking you a fool, and that is not the case most of the time when you have family members around you, it's most of the time it is that they feel that you don't mind doing it. So people actually told Michelle, you got to sit these people down and talk to her. Michelle said that she talked to her husband. She has not talked to the kids yet. And I'm going to add this. If you talk to the kids, make sure that you keep on it. Because in the beginning, people change a little bit. And then, they start doing less. That is something that has happened to me a lot now. And I just tell people, I've learned the best word in the world, no. The best word is supposed to be yes. But sometimes the best word for yourself, the best word for, self-love, self-building, self-romanticizing. For you to be a better person to anybody, you gotta say no sometimes. No is so important. Absolutely. Can you help me do this? I used to actually say yes to everything and then cut off my sleeping time to do my thing. All the time at university, for friends and, colleagues and stuff. No. Nowadays, if I don't feel somehow, I work for myself again, I can actually work and make money that I need like a couple of months. Last week, I barely left my house and I was like, in my feelings and stuff. But I say no. If something is a bit too crazy, I say no. Because at the end of it all, again, if you want to be there for people tomorrow, if you want to be there and help people the right way, you gotta be okay. And if it's family members, you have to ask these people, help me with this. And especially if the kids are old. I mean, she said that the kids are young adults. Most people around me are now old people or like adults. I say no. Like, no disrespect, but no, because, and I tell people, it's for my own state of mind. It's for my own good. If I need to be able to be okay tomorrow, I gotta be well about mine. So self-love always, there's nobody's going to love you better than you. Not a husband, not even your parents. They will love you a lot. My parents, I love my parents. God bless their soul. But for me to be a good human being to anybody, I gotta love me first. I gotta be okay. I gotta be not tired. I gotta be fine. And I'm a bit, so sometimes I will take myself out of it a little bit and be like, yo, I need my time. I need to say no. You need to figure out yourself. There are moments where you can't just say no. If somebody's sick and you gotta be there, you gotta be there. But if it's stuff that is just stupid and people just assume that, you're going to do it because you like helping people out, say no. No. And this is why I'm singing that Michael Jackson song. I'm standing with a man in the mirror. I gotta see the Michael Jackson movie, by the way. But no is the word. I now take my time very slowly. There are things that I need to do, but I refuse to be stressed. I am so working on that stress. Working to be a better person, making sure that, I am good. I am good and I can help you. I love helping people. It is natural as humans that we need to be there for each other, but not when it takes away from you. And thank you, Michelle, for sharing your video and your stories, because it's not easy to just come on the internet and share personal things like that. But it helps a lot of people. This is why the video went viral, because you have to learn how to take away the sadness and self-love. And when you have a lot of self-love, you can help more people. But you have to actually use that word that is no. No, thank you. Can you go and get this for me? Oh, I don't have time. None of us have time. You organize. And when you organize, especially in a household, this is what happens in my house now. Yes, I live more with my parents, but sometimes my mom especially, she will get me to want to do a lot of things that she can do. And, just because like she will like, oh, I'm a bit shy about it. I'm like, no, because right now, my time where we currently are, they're older, obviously. But if she can do these little things and I can go outside and hustle so that we can all be better, I will say no. And this is what I tell her sometimes. I love you, but if it's really something that you can do, I will never let my parents do something that is like impossible or too heavy or whatever. Never. But these little things that sometimes they naturally used to let me do because younger I used to do it or whatever, I'll say no. And I'm so happy because this is one of the things that I've learned recently, to just put myself first. And my dad used to always tell me that when I was a kid, you put people too much first. And it's not being a pushover or anything. It's just because I wanted to be a nice person. And there's a difference between being a nice person and a pushover. And sometimes it's just saying no. So this is what it is. I wanted to share this today. Very simply, let's love this life. Let's enjoy this life. Let's not hate. Let's work together to actually have this balanced, positive life within the family, within the friendship, within the workplace, because at the end of it, that is the thing that matters, being stress-free and being happy. Anyway, I'm going to leave it that way. This is my first video with the mic. I hope that the sound is better. I'm going to try to put a background music. 3 days ago, you have a lip dial that says you gotta stop filming. Everybody says you gotta stop filming and filming. Hopefully, this works out. And to everybody who needs love out there, let's release the stress. It's not easy every day, but let's release the stress as much as we can. Anyway, I will see you next time. Nafis out. Bye.